I'm back again talking about more fun and creative soap packaging ideas for your handmade business. I'm Amber Christian, the editor of Handmade Seller magazine, and today I want to share a mini case study with 5 different unique packaging examples for soap artisans and some of the things that make them unique and things that you can think about when you're creating your soap packaging. The first one I want to talk about came from Michelle at One Blessed Acre Farm. This was a very unique set of packaging because she really thought about the whole product line as part of what she was creating. So not only does Michelle have her brand of soaps, she also has a line of dog shampoo and men's shaving soap as part of that. And now you might be thinking, wait a second, she went from having soap to having dog shampoo as part of it. So for her, and she lives on a farm, One Blessed Acre Farm, and was discovering that her dog would roll around in the dirt. And so she ended up creating a special dog shampoo with things that would be helpful for repelling fleas and other things like that. So essential oils and those kinds of things. So for her, it was a product line extension. And she had to think about her branding and her packaging as it crossed multiple different types of containers as well as styles. And so she had anything from the containers for the dog shampoo to something a little bit different for the men's shave, to bags wrapped with little twine to showcase kind of a natural look from it coming off the farm. So she had to really holistically think about a bunch of different products as part of that. Now, our next example, this one reminded me of candy. And when I first saw this particular one, it just evoked these wonderful childhood memories. And so this is from Soap Artisan PH, and this is a company in the Philippines. And isn't this fun packaging that they have? I mean, don't you just want to unwrap it and you think there's going to be some little peppermint candy or something in there? And nope, it was all mini soaps as part of it. Now, this company was created to honor their mothers who had passed away. And so they started making soap because it was something fun. It was something that their moms would have enjoyed. And so they had this beautiful legacy around why they created this company. And so when they would do their batches of soap, they had a lot of fun with the packaging and with how they made it all look and feel in terms of the setup. So I just thought this was a fun and unique thing, particularly around the holidays. You can really do some cool stuff, like with wrapping paper or other kinds of paper to really jazz it up a little bit for your product. Now, this third example comes from Evergreen Soap Company in the UK. And this is a really beautiful example of where they really had thought end to end through from the paper to the bag that it goes in to create an eco-friendly look. And you can see they have really these stunning designs and these beautiful complementary colors in terms of what they did with their paper, that simple black and white look, to then the color of the soaps, and then how that carried through on the bag. So I thought this was really just a neat and beautiful example of taking eco-friendly practices throughout their product in terms of the paper, in terms of the bag. So this was another great unique example for how they put their packaging together. Now this fourth one is a proper gift set. In this case, an artisan partnered with someone that actually made little stands for the soap because, you know, if you've got to put your soap on something in the shower. So she actually worked with a woodworker that actually make the little soap stands, and she packaged those together as a gift set, tied them together very simply so that it was very visible in terms of what they were creating, but that allowed her to create a proper rustic looking gift set. And she's based in Maine, so she wanted something a little more rustic looking that would actually fit the environment that she's in. So this was a great one from White Pine Bath and Brew, and is a good example also of how you can put the two products together. Both are very easily visible so that the consumer that's picking it up knows it's a gift set. It's very apparent from what they're picking up. Now this last example, I think, is just an epic contrast. So this company is out of Australia, and she actually is Soap Cult Australia was the name of the company. And she did something beautiful, and she has very vibrant soap. So her colors of her soap are absolutely stunning. And so then what she did as part of her branding when she created her packaging is she actually went with a very dark colored wrap. So look at that color contrast that went between the two of them. And then look at that gold wrap around the actual soap bar. So she really focused on, when she initially had created all of her branding and her packaging, making sure that she had this color contrast, these vibrant, fabulous soaps paired with this really dark colored paper. So as you can see, these are 5 different examples of just wildly different structures and wildly different designs. And they should give you some good, interesting ideas and questions to ask yourself about how do you want to make your soap stand out? Now, if you enjoyed this content, I'd love it if you'd give it a like, if you'd subscribe to the channel, because I do produce regular content on here. And all this is adapted from things that we publish on our website and we publish in our magazine. It's just another way for me to talk about and share content with you that you may not otherwise find. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.